Morning miners, this is Pack right here, and welcome back to Soul Fishing, where you fish for the soul! No, seriously, welcome back to Blood and Bones. This is, of course, still Pack Rat. Just kind of kicking back and relaxing a little bit in the dream world and Blood and Bones, because in the dream world, you can kick back and relax. I actually made an Invar fishing rod just for the sole purpose of kicking back and, well, actually so I could give it to villagers because they're being a jerk about it. But it's time for an update. So, a lot has happened as far as dream world stuff goes. I've definitely taken over a good portion of the place. You can see that here. I've got just about everything done, though. It took a good 2 weeks to really get to the point where I was happy to say it's about time to move on. But it's about time to move on. And now, I'm going to tell you right now, the actual stuff going up from not the stuff, the live stream stuff. I don't think I'm going to be putting up a whole lot of that footage because a whole lot of that footage was really boring. Because the dream world is really slow, but oh man, did we get some good stuff done here. Okay, so let's take a quick look. First of all, of course, I found a village. If you take a look here, let's go ahead and take a look at the map. The first thing you might, like I said before, this is where I ended up spawning. This is about right here is where my base is. If we're not in the dream world, let's see. Player deaths. No, is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's about where our base is. Something around that area right there. It's, yeah, like right there. Right there is about where our base is, okay? So, in the overworld. And, well, we did a little bit of... By the way, that is a really awkward environment to try and start in. That was just nuts. You could tell by the map I did actually settle down. Last time I left you off in the episode, we ended up going to this spot right here, and I started to set up camp. We were standing right here, we're looking out this way and looking at all the pretty trees and all that stuff. Yeah, I didn't stay there. I did not know. That wasn't the best of places right there. So we moved over to here, which had a nice village. Which the advantage of the village was we already had crops. So came along and started planting a whole lot more of them, especially the fruits, so we can do the whole fruity thing with the snow and everything. But we moved way beyond that. I now have meals like crazy. I mean, look at this. Look at the meals I got prepared. I don't usually prepare meals ahead of time. I got meals prepared ahead of time. I got tons. I got tons of meals prepared ahead of time. It's really kind of strange to be that prepared. But this village was so well equipped, I barely had to do much to it. I mean, the only thing I had... this stuff right here is all my addition. I just took out that crop and replaced it with this, and I think I did that with this one too. But most of it is pretty much as is, and I just kind of went crazy with it. And used the villagers for trading for emeralds and stuff like that. But that is not what we were doing here. And let me go ahead and take a look at what we got for ores and stuff like that. Now, let me just go ahead and show you real quick how much digging that we had to do here. This is only the local digging spot. This is not the far-away digging spot. The far-away digging spot is much worse. But you see over there? You see how that goes way off into the distance where you can see into the end of the world in both directions? That's a start. It's just a start. We went around the place. We've been digging and digging and digging. I even went down here and started digging a little bit down here. By the way, if you ever start Blood and Bones and you really need a way to get down to the void and not blow crap up, these things are awesome. They're really easy to repopulate. All you gotta do is put them on dirt and let them go, and they should spread themselves. I don't know if it's dirt. I don't know if it has to be grass. It might have to be grass. I don't know, but I got them up on the surface and they're growing perfectly fine. But See, there's this thing about when you get down to the void gas levels that you need to be really, really careful because you can't like place torches. And if you find any of those rogue dungeons, you can't place any torches anywhere because if you hit red gas, you're gonna explode. With these, you don't explode. I think the intention is that when you get to that level, you're supposed to go ahead and make some other stuff to make it so that you don't explode. A lanterns. There's a bunch of lanterns in the game where if you used any of these, then it would create light in that area and it would not explode because these do not use the whole aspect of that. You can't do glowstone nooks, by the way. Glowstone nooks are not a thing. Well, you can if you have a silk touch pick and go to the nether and pick up glowstone that way. But outside of that, no, because there's no way of easily crafting glowstone. In fact, I don't know of any way of crafting glowstone in this. Outside of that, you either need to use the lanterns that are provided by metallurgy, Glenn's gases, or Project Red, or you plant a weed. And these are great. They provide the same amount of light as the torch, and they don't explode, which is good. It's very... I didn't really fully experiment on the not exploding part, honestly, but I think there's red gas, like, right there. Proof positive. Yeah, it don't explode. It's awesome. Beautiful stuff. Let me just dig out this a little bit more. We actually played a lot with this gas too. Oh, it's nitrous. Well, whatever. It doesn't even matter. I played around with the gas a lot too. Actually, we now in order to get, I better tell you guys right now. We actually went to another area of the map. I had to adjust the configuration file because the configuration file is a little bit derpy. Because the newest version basically took two of the most important ores in the game and made them extremely impossible to get. So I had to go up. I had to change the configuration settings. And if you looked up Anisos's video on, if you ever watch his stuff, he can give you info on how to do this. I think it's like, hold on. Let me take a quick double check. I think it's video number 45 in his BNB series. He describes how to adjust the configuration setting. He has it in the description and everything like that. And that makes it so that you can get adamantine and infoscolium. So I had to come up here and we dug through here. And I think I went all... Yeah, I dug this up like crazy. This is another point right here. And I went all the way down to here. And I went over here. And just all... Yeah, here. I went here. Because... well, here. And these are points where I hit a cave and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't get lost, really. But that's an actual spawn. I don't know what to do with the spawners. I don't know of a way of moving them outside of, there's an MFR spawner remover thingy. If you look under spawner, if I can actually type, S-P-A-W. Thank you, derpy brain. Or fingers, derpy fingers. There's a spawner remover doohickey thing right here. That requires a nether star. And I don't have. So, that's a thing. But yeah, there is that. And there are spawners here where if I take them to the overworld, we might be able to make use of them. But I don't really think we're going to be doing that. So yeah, dug like crazy through all of this stuff. And I mean, it was just... It took a long time. But in so doing... We got a few things. Here, let me go ahead and show. See, the main purpose behind this whole thing was to make this sucker right... Where are we? Right here. The ender chest. Because if you look under... This is the only intended way of actually getting materials out of the dream world. You're supposed to make a ender chest here, and then make an ender chest in the overworld, and then you can put stuff in here to bring over to there. But let's look at the ender chest recipe, and I probably showed this in the last episode, but it requires a spirit bucket, and a spirit bucket is made by making flowing spirit, something that you can only make in the spirit world. A brew of flowing spirit. which requires a bunch of stuff that's getting this stuff in this world isn't that hard. The fanciful thread is the only somewhat difficult part. You just need order, purity, and some wispy cotton. It's pretty decent, which is just burning down some hawthorn saplings. Not that big of a deal. Though I should mention though, setting up a kettle in this world is kind of difficult because there's not really, you can't get steel, so you can't make a flint and steel. So, and there's no netherrack, so there's nothing you can light. So what I did is I figured it out that if you find in this world a place that has ash, you see down there I got an ash block. I went here and I picked up an ash block and got here. Ash blocks basically act like netherrack. Once they're lit, they stay lit. And I did experiment with that, and it does work. Lighting it is difficult, but you can light it. I lit it by using what is it? The green gas. The green gas that you find everywhere while digging. I basically made a little tunnel down here. Let me look down here real quick. I don't have an easy way up, so I made a little tunnel down here that if we... I don't have my shovel on me. I'll just use this. Yeah, that worked great. Where are you? Is it here? Yeah. I just made a little tunnel that went straight up. I just dug down until I hit the gas, which is not that hard. The stuff shows up everywhere. It's just everywhere. So that wasn't too hard. Once you get that, you just pillar it up here and you light it with a torch. Really, really easy. And once you light that, it'll light this, and lighting that, and then it'll stay lit, and you can use this thing. Now, I've seen a lot of other people who will just use lava, and they'll wrap the lava around a piece of wood until the piece of wood catches on fire, which is a temporary fix until the log burns up, and then you need another piece of wood. No, thank you. I used ash. You just got to find ash, which is only slightly annoying. I did spend time getting cows, as you can see, because I now have a new backpack. If you look here, we now have this one. Now, remember how I said the only real way that you're supposed to be going and getting stuff out here is the ender chest? Well, there is another way. Technically, backpacks from the overworld do transfer over to this one. So this is the one that I have in the overworld, and it does technically work. In fact, if I wanted to, I could just come over here, grab the stuff, throw it in here, and just leave. Or bring stuff from there over to here and just go to town. I thought that would be... It's kind of not in the spirit of the game, and I chose not to do that. So, even though I have this backpack, and I will admit I did use it for collecting cobble and moving ores around, stuff like that, while here. But I didn't use it to transport stuff into the overworld, even though it was extremely tempting. I did, on the other hand, make this one, and I'm going to be using this one to get stuff back. So if we, I better make sure I put this back in here before I can't put this in here. Oh, I can put it in here. That's all right. But what I will be doing is I will be using that backpack to get stuff back to the overworld. Not the backpack, but the ender chest to get the backpacks to the overworld, which is fine. I'm fine with that. And as you can tell, we've been busy. There's a lot of stuff in here. Now, I did already make a trip over to the overworld by way of dying, and I already had stuff in the ender chest and emptied it out of the adamantine and infuscolium that I did find. So that's why it's not in there. One of the main reasons that it was already in there is because I did not plan on grinding it back down again. What I did is I made sure to make it so that it's as easy as possible to get stuff into the ender chest and out of here by grinding everything down and turning it into block form, and that way I could fit as much as I could possibly fit in there, which took a long time and allowed us to mess around with the gases. That's why we have this little setup over here. We have a gas furnace set up, and I actually messed around with this stuff. And let me tell you, don't mess around with this stuff. This stuff explodes often. You notice how this isn't lit? It's because it exploded. And you notice how there was a giant chasm under here when we went down there? Well, not giant, but there was a decent sized yeah, it blew up. It blew up the pipe. It blew up there. It blew up a lot of things. And, well, it was annoying. And what's even more annoying is actually getting redstone in this world. Not easy. Not because redstone and lapis do not spawn here. So The only way of getting it is by villager trading and by bringing it from the overworld. But we did it. I did bring some over. I finally brought a stack over. I also brought a draw plate over so that I could actually make that backpack because I didn't have enough string for that. Oh, but what else did I do? Well, we farmed like crazy. I'm probably going to bring a lot of that food back over too because I got room for it. I'll tell you one thing though. We also got walnut. I'm going to plant a walnut tree on the other side too because we can use that for things. But I'll tell you one thing though. I'm going to miss this place. This place is nice. It's easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's calm. It's collected. It's I'm not worrying about dying every 5 seconds, which also kind of means I've spent too much time here. Yeah, it's time to go back. I will be collecting stuff up and bringing it back to the overworld soon. So, wow, that there was one here. That one actually, wow. I think it was that one. No, wait, there were two. There were two. But yeah, I'm going to be collecting up stuff here and bringing this back to the overworld. You can see this is where I have it spreading. I just put them a little bit far apart from each other here so I can get them like that. But yeah, I'm probably going to set up a place for these to spawn in the overworld just so I can get a ton of them. They're just that good. They really are. Now we got star fruit because I just didn't feel like having it. I just spent so much time eating fruit and stuff. But okay, but yeah, I think that basically covers all that. Do I want that? I want that. Do I want that? I think I want that. Yeah, that basically covers everything that I did. That's not gonna fit. That'll fit though. Everything that I did here. That's why I'm not gonna be showing the whole video of what happened because that is basically it. Now it was fun, and I did happen to die a couple of times because of it, and we did get a really good pick for this. I got an adamantine pick with a whole lot of experience on it and a whole lot of stuff. You know, I actually don't. I know, this thing's powerful too. This is a very good hammer. It does go pretty fast. It's got quicksilver for the ends, so it's pretty good. It's got an Engelmann hammerhead just because I haven't upgraded it yet, but as soon as I do, and the obsidian tough rod is just because I haven't. I started at a low level and was working my way up. But see, I don't know which one. This is even good too. This one has quicksilver for the. That's a good shovel. I don't know which tools I want to work with. I'll be honest. I'm kind of lost on that subject. So I'm probably gonna bring these over and decide over there which ones I want to use, because it's kind of a toss-up right now. This is brand spanking new. That can stay here. Oh, we also got a division signal. That was actually in one of the chests to the dungeons. So we're probably gonna have to mess around with that. I don't know how would a mess around. That's gonna be a little crazy. I'm kind of curious to see what that spawns in this version of the game, because it already spawns wicked hard monsters in vanilla. I don't know what it's gonna spawn here. Oh man, wow, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna collect my gear up here, and we're just gonna head back over, I guess. Let me just get a. I want this glintweed. This glintweed is so freaking good. Give me. And yeah, so give me a minute here. I'm gonna collect my gear up, and I'll meet you over on the other side. Alright. Let's do it. Time to go. Huh. Oh, great. Haven't missed that. Oh, this is something that I've spent a lot of time doing. This is actually now a room that allows us to get back there with 100% efficiency. So each one of these counts as like 10% chance of getting to the dream world in a dream instead of a nightmare. That counts as 50%. So by standing here, I have a 100% chance of getting back to a dream instead of a nightmare. That's interesting in and of itself. And I totally forgot to put the backpacks in the ender. So we're going back there again, because I forgot my junk. So let's go ahead and grab another potion. And you can totally see how it works, because I completely derped that up. So let's go back again. I don't have it. I technically have that one on me, but that's cheating. So we're not going to do that. Let's go back. Getting stuff out of here, not the easiest thing in the world, as you can tell. And there's the backpack. Oh, I did want to know, I did make a crafting backpack, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so that's the walk that I gotta do every single time that I want to come back here. So let's go ahead and grab another icy needle. And before I use this, we're gonna actually put these in here. Put that in there too, it's fine. And I just confirm there's nothing else that I want from here. What's that? Eh. Got room for one more slot. Yeah. That'll do it. Okay. And this time, I mean it. So, yeah, now we got to get all of this junk and bring it out of here, and we can actually move on with the game. So here's the interesting. I don't really know what I'm gonna do next in the game. I'm honest about that. At this point, I'm at a point where that's still going, huh? I need to okay, this is where I got to figure out which tools I want to keep too. I'm either going to upgrade this pick, or I'm gonna just use the other one. They're both good picks. They are. Here, let me go ahead and take. I don't have a backpack on right now, so I can't see it. Shift B. I think it's in this one, right? No, it's in the other one. I just go like this. Yeah, here we go. And I gotta put these in the prepared foods too, so I might as well just chuck those in here. Raspberry. Okay. I actually had some of these, huh? What do you know? Watermelon, star fruit. I don't have any star fruit, that's for dang sure. I don't have any cranberry. Blueberry. Watermelon. Okay, yeah, there we go. Lot of really good foods in here. I did a pretty decent job of setting myself up from over there. Oh, there's more meaty stew. I did make some of that. Okay. But, let's take a look here. So we got this one, which is accustomed, and this one, which is expert. So here's the difficult. Okay, so this one has a luck of 378 has been put on it. This one's got 5. Repair material, and I haven't upgraded this one to adamantine yet. It's I think, yeah. So this one's already got Fortune 3. This one's got not Fortune. This one's not even got Fortune 1 on it. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna upgrade this one. I'm gonna hate myself for that because this one's really good, but this one's just gonna end up being better. So we're gonna upgrade that one, I guess. Oh man, that sucks. So this one can go back to the dream world, I guess. We also got to get all the junk out of that chest there and transfer it over to here. I'm going to need a new box. Oh, wait, I have one. Yeah, there's all the Atlas and Infoscolium. So there's adamantine, or adamantine, Infoscolium, Karma. And I think what we're going to do next, which is going to be, well, actually it's going to be today because I am just doing this right before I do my live streaming. What I think we're going to do is we're going to start on the magic crops. Maybe. I'm not really sure which magic crops I want, but I think that's going to be our next thing. See, that's kind of part of the thing. You can get into magic crops and you can make some really cool magic. But which ones? And yeah. So we can now do that. The next step in the game, now that we have adamantine level stuff, which means I can make tartarite, which is the highest level stuff you can get before the end, is to start getting to the end. Unless I get raided, which I don't see happening anytime soon because I'm not seeing a portal yet. I can switch this over to regular world now. I guess I don't have an overworld. I just have deaths, which is brilliant. Okay, I should probably adjust that. Well, we got player deaths, right? Why did that just load up over there? Okay, but we haven't gotten a portal yet, so I'm not too worried about getting hit by a zombie raid. Or a zombie horde, which is kind of odd. I've been in this world for a long time. And I've not been hit yet. I'm wondering if there's something broken there. But I think our next set of things to do is just upgrade my gear and to start up on the magic crops and just decide which ones I want to upgrade and which ones I don't. So yeah, but we got stuff now. We got lots and lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. I even got blocks of iron for days, which I just brought over for the heck of it, really. So we got all of these nether ores, we got all of these fantasy ores, got all this redstone. Yeah, we're at a pretty good point right now. It's just a point of deciding what to do next. I also, and since I do have those flowing spirits, I can actually use those for regeneration here. Since I now have a room, I might want to just take this and shift it down a little bit, just so I can make it look like a real room. And I need it to be a room because we need to make sure that it's safe when I'm sitting here. Because I don't know if it's actually going to make a difference. Because I don't think anything can attack us when we're in the dream world, since it's in single player. But in multiplayer, if you're standing here, you're still standing here while you're in the dream world. So somebody can attack you and kill you. So it was like a precaution to make sure that there's a room where nothing's going to spawn and everything's all hunky-dory and you're safe. And it's safe. It is safe. Okay. But that's basically it for right now, guys. I'm going to start getting ready for my stream, and I'll see what we can show you next time. Next time on Blood and Bones. I don't know what we're going to do. To be totally honest. But we'll have something going. We'll have something going. So I'll see you then. Until then, you guys have a good one.